So mental illness are thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that affect someone's ability to operate in life and have a relationship with others.
One of the challenges in treating mental illness is there's not one size fits all type of treatment plan. There's not a pill that you can take. It's a combination. And when you think about your body and how complex your body is and the chemical imbalance that happens and the neurons who aren't connecting in your brain, it really makes sense on why it's so complex.
You can't tell up front if somebody has a mental illness or not. One of the statistics that always gets me is that 1 in 5 people has a mental illness. And so that would be about 200,000 people in our community. Because of that, there is a lot of stigma, because when people do identify, and a lot of times in the media when people identify, oh, this person has a mental illness, it's usually associated with a tragedy. It's associated with something negative where the person with a mental illness is perceived as a threat.
The cost to society for mental health is literally $444 billion a year. And I think the real cost and the underlying challenge that we have is the generational effect that it has on all the people around you.
Our mission is educate, support, and advocate. So we're providing the education tools so that people are aware of what they can do to help themselves and help their loved one. We have support groups so that when people are in crisis, they can come to a community and they can develop that camaraderie so that they can relive the crisis, or that there are fewer crises that are happening.
So at Triangle Family Services, it's really important to treat the family first. The other piece to that is to make sure that we're being as effective with our time and dollars as humanly possible, so that then we can treat additional people. My dream for the future is that we can't erase mental illness. I think that that's unrealistic to think about, oh, there will be no more mental illness in the future. But what I do see as possible is a community without stigma. And what that looks like is people who understand what mental illness is, that people who want access to care have access to care, where you can feel supported in helping your loved one and get the resources you need in return.